Three, two, one. Let's jam. Okay, which attempt is this today of me trying to start a run and it just doesn't? Well, I don't always say let's jam at the beginning of a run. I just do sometime. Also, it's a thinly veiled Cowboy Bebop reference, which I watched earlier this year for the first time, so that's why I say it now. Sometimes. Let's shake younger brother, let's jam. Come on, jam if you want to. Leave friends behind. I don't remember the rest of the words, so you all could just say them. That's fine, Simna. Thanks for driving by regardless. For how long? Dude, aim is bad today. Probably could have gone up closer, but whatever. I did it the old way. And besides, I never kill that guy. I rarely get the strat where you can dodge him. I need to fiddle with it more. Also, because my internet's dire and I cannot get it to be good, I did lower my resolution to that's better suited towards my low bitrate. So hopefully, well, it's probably the general image is fuzzier. Hopefully it's not nearly as pixelated. There we go. I messed it up my last run with Simna. Yeah, I'm hoping the stream though is a little less pixelated whenever we go, especially through load screens. Like those, like the bitrate dies pretty badly. And I am local recording at a much higher quality than this, so if this is a PB, I will upload the higher quality image, which I've done for Hopper 7 and my PB there, and for the race with Simna where I PB'd. I'm glad that OBS lets you record at different settings that you're streaming. Really nice.
Dangerous.
This is something I'm wondering in my previous runs of this game. I went to the menu, switched to firing, and then got out of the menu, went to hotkeys, but I'm not sure if Simna, if you're still here, if you said that. Like, it's faster when you're switching a ring if you need to switch to personality. You should do that rather than going out of the menu directly. Might be a difference in frames, though. Because I was thinking, it's like, well, if let's say I'm switching a ring, then I have to press the button a few times to get out of the menu. And then, in turn, I have to press the hotkey, which you can't do, like, instantaneously. Like, there's a, you know, get out of the menu, then you press the hotkey, so... I don't know. If it breaks even,
Dangerous.
well, I guess it doesn't matter if it breaks even. You can just choose what you want, but... I'd really look into that. One of us should, rather. Not you specifically, just saying, in general. Also, nice find on the Mithras models, by the way. That's a good bit of information to know. That's something I might, when I have time, test with the other Mithrils throughout the run.
Dangerous.
And do you still have, like, the hotkeys, like, on, like, as default? Like the regular number keys? Because I set mine to the numpad. Mainly due to the fact that the regular keys are what I use for live split. Oh, see, you're the reverse of me. That's funny. For my first run of this, I decided to switch. I use a live split on the numpad, but then it really threw me off. And it made no sense for me to switch my hotkey setup for, like, literally everything just for one game, so that's why I made the swap back and made the numpad the hotkeys here.
I'm a ghost.
Now, if there was an auto splitter, which actually you could probably set up for this kind of game,
Dangerous.
I'd be all for that. Nice! I know auto splitters exist. I just don't know exactly
Dangerous.
which one I would want and which one is actually viable. This is something I'm also wondering. I think I actually did this in a run before. Maybe I should just tank it if I miss it once.
Dangerous.
Makes sense. That was okay. I was like 5. It's pretty much a ruleless con. You're always gonna do one more than than the kill because you have to wait to see the kill to register in your head. Unless you're just that perceptive or have that good reflexes to realize you're killing that quickly. And here's where I switch to mouse and keyboard. Which I'm starting to get the feel for now, switching back and forth between them. Oh, I think, Cinema, during our race, I actually missed one of the feathers. Somehow.
You think you killed me? Better think again.
Yeah, exactly. For the record, I have cursor capture off on the OBS capture, hence why you cannot see my mouse. But I am presetting the aim to the angel. Seriously, this fight is way too easy now. Oh wow, I didn't even expect my positioning to be that good either. Overall, pretty good split. The garage was not good, but yeah. Other than that, the rest of this was okay. Oh, I didn't get the double on the pre-Kess miles.
Just looking at you makes me sick, so you got me.
So this won't be sub 12, but it'll be a okay split. Simna already has a legendary sub 12, so. Yeah, I don't think they didn't patch that yet. But I did get a gold there. Well, I imagine it's not a big deal, probably why they didn't patch it. Yeah. Although that said, it's so much easier to just grind runs because you don't need to spend nearly as much time waiting in load screens and stuff. It makes Hopper a little bit more bearable to grind to get that initial kill, but the Angel is so easy on this version that it really makes the garage the main make it or break it thing. I don't think I've had a run or too many runs where I've missed a shot on the Angel lately. Because mouse control just destroys it. Yeah, I think I haven't done a practice stream of this in a bit, but I want to get another good PB because my race PB was gosh, some parts of it were so bad, but I want to get a PB now and then go back to the grindstone and probably start implementing that the quick shots there like you've been doing, and also time some things that we're not sure about or maybe should be timed. Which isn't much. Can't really think of too many things, actually. Was actually thinking of doing a deadly run sometime, just for kicks. It would essentially just be normal practice, but with a PB. In a category I never want to touch again. Learn how to aim, dude. Oh wow, dang. Yeah, we were so close during the later half of that. Alright, thanks for dropping by. I'll catch you later, Simna.
Dangerous.
Could somebody mod in a ring swap hotkey? Oh, are the Camellia and Micro gonna respawn? Nope.
Dangerous.
The reason why I scanned the first smile in this room but not the last one there is because the way the lighting and the background behind it work out, it's just a lot easier to see, whereas that first one is very difficult for me to see. So I pretty much never go for the invisible dodge roll. Incineroar was slightly off there. Now, I was also thinking of doing a JP8 speedrun sometime soon, just for laughs. In many ways, I'd also consider it much like a deadly run, as practice for normal, even if some strats are not normal. But a lot of it is. Hotkey is 6. Hotkey is 5.
Dangerous.
Boik, if you're still here,
Dangerous.
have you used any speedrun strats in your casual playthrough? This game yet? Have I rubbed off on you enough? Not at all? Okay. Dang. Clearly I just need to speedrun more, you'll absorb it through osmosis.
Dangerous.
And here is the one incident that's different in the entire run, as far as I can remember, compared to GameCube. Same strat, just different junction. Hate this guy. Okay, I don't hate this guy. I hate the angle because it's not what I'm used to. You check? Eh, understandable. I've had the answers memorized for years now. And it took a long time, but I have the Smile 2 answers memorized now. I actually did not have that memorized completely. I still have my cheat sheet, but it's actually covered by stuff on my table. I don't think I had it fully memorized until last year, maybe?
Dangerous.
Cheat. Mind you, for the few times I do run a JP category, which is just JP8 actually. I don't think I've done a full run of JP normal as an actual run. I do need the cheat sheet for a few of the things. Actually, do I? I know the differences. There's like maybe one number I don't know. Oh, nope, I don't have the safe numbers memorized. That's why. The numbers for the safe are different, and I don't have those memorized in JP. But I do have most of the numbers memorized for the terminal on JP and Smile 2 because I know that they're different. I know what the differences are. Password is Hustle. What is Amir Parkliner's blood type? Hustle. No, Eagle is his mother's name. I know, I'm a little slow on that actually. I wait for him to come to me, if only due to the fact that off chance I miss, maybe I aim for the head too much. Get too antsy with my aim, I could, you know, kill myself in the run. Only the chosen ones have blood types of Eagle. Couldn't even say it. Hotkey is 3. Though in this case, if I had pressed the wrong hotkey, it wouldn't have mattered too much. Because either way, you're just shooting her. The reason why we switched to Kevin is because he runs the fastest at default speed. Khan is faster at Mach speed, but obviously we went to Mach speed in a short haul there. But if I switch to, say, to Khan accidentally, or Coyote accidentally, or even Kaede accidentally, ultimately that's a almost negligible time loss, because you're only running through a super small haul. Otherwise, this battle is exactly the same. The spotter forever. Dude, like, though the counter in PC is so fast, though. I love it. Well, I mean, for flavor. But alas, Dan is, I'd say he's like like a well-rounded character, but he's, pretty blatantly overpowered. Oh, wow. Where did I lose time? Granted, that's like barely that much time loss. Oh, my waiting room wasn't that great. Well, Barfy, welcome and thank you. Yeah, once you get Demon Gun Dan, especially, Dan is pretty easy to stick with him. Yeah, like not all of the upgrades you get are that good. Like triple shot and double shot, those end up, messing with your aim more than anything else. And you can turn them off. Enemy slow can be useful, but kind of annoying. Yeah, it's fun. I don't know. I guess it could be just a matter of perspective. Like, you like your aim as opposed to just having more bullets. But it can be useful if you're just not even trying to maybe hit a crit spot. Like, just if you want to kill a laser, just, maybe you'll get a double tap or a triple tap. Hotkey is 5. Nope, it's 4. I said the wrong one, but I knew what it was intellectually, and that's all that matters. Are you playing... wait, I think you mentioned this. You're playing with keyboard and mouse, right? I don't know, maybe if I'm feeling it, maybe I should do a full run with keyboard and mouse. I'm a little bit far. Okay, I deliberately killed his head because that gives me a little bit more blood. Because I wasn't sure about my blood amount there. 1, 3, 4, darn you. 5, darn you. 6, 7 is acceptable. Nope. 8, 9, 10, I hate you. 11, I hate you. 12, ouch. Yeah, I actually swapped the hotkeys myself. I'm glad they let you do that, by the way. It's a really nice thing. So I have it so that clicking the scroll wheel is it's special, which is mainly so I can zoom in as Kaede without having to press a key on the keyboard. It's just, in my hand automatically. Reload is scrolling the scroll wheel, although I can't remember if that's default or not. Oh, and on the gamepad, I have the heel hotkey set to D-pad, which was a brilliant suggestion by Nate. Wait, could I just... Let's say I get a DDR pad. Could I just remap them with just the inbuilt configuration tool? Would Steam detect it? Hey, Mona Chess. Oh, Connect runs? Dude, iToy runs. Let's go even further. What would actually be the most eclectic controller that I could actually use? That, like, in all seriousness, not just a D-pad, or rather a dance pad. Could I actually use that fishing controller? Also, did I actually run past that mother? It registered, but I didn't actually. I have to double check the footage later. Wait, no. Yes, I did, because I think my health is with a coyote is. Oh, that's good to know. What not to do? I think it's because I shifted the camera. Anyway, I was talking about one thing, thinking about another thing, and. Oh, Vin Falcon. I don't know what that is. Also, are there good Kinect games? Like, I'm saying that as a person who knows nothing about the Kinect, except that it exists and what it basically does, but... Is there, like, a worthwhile... Kinect game? Diabolical Pitch? Oh, you. I should have known. I totally forgot about that game until you mentioned it. Well, yeah. I doubt many people have played it. Before? Oh, I feel like I've heard of that game. So basically, there's... I'm going to assume there's maybe, like, decent games, but nothing like, you know, world-changing killer apps, essentially, for the Kinect. I don't know the extent of its technology, but, I imagine the nature of just the camera, you can only do so much with that. Switch to Mr. Mask Day Smith. Activate the TV. I have to say this out loud so it registers because this is still fairly new. Ooh, I was totally off the instant enter there. But really, how many fancy gimmicks have actually been pulled off, like 100% successfully on mainstream systems? Like motion controls were an experiment that, with some merit, there are games with that use it decently well enough, but ultimately most games didn't. The 3DS's 3D feature, I haven't heard too many hot things about. He does move faster. Looking at that, Jean de Paul does move faster. Ooh, nope, that turn was bad. I should have turned way earlier. Like, I don't own a 3DS, I'd like one, which gets priority. But I haven't heard too many people raving about it. I've only messed with it, like, in demos once or twice. It was actually neat, but I'm not sure if I could stand it the entire time. But again, I'm saying that as a person who's only played some demos. So who knows, maybe I'd like it. Yep, I totally dodged that mother without realizing it. I'm looking at these healths. He should have died in one hit. It's because I pressed the Z button. I turned the camera that caused me to actually run past him with a quicker kill. I've heard both things about Kid Icarus, both that it looked good and that the control scheme is really awkward. There was that port of Metal Gear Solid 3. I don't know, maybe 3D Grass is a... That game might benefit from 3D, although I hear the port itself was not the best. But if I got a 3DS, I'd play it because Metal Gear Solid 3 is one of my favorite games, so... Hey, I did not fumble with the controls. Switching between mouse and... That's gonna hit me. I was actually gonna do a holiday playthrough of it because I haven't been meaning to stream it and just haven't. With a Santa costume. Because there's a Santa costume, of course. Oh! Oh! How did I... Oh, there's no way I'm ever gonna get that shot again until I get it again. Ooh, why am I losing so much time? The dice roll. Terrible dice roll. Ooh, but 20 seconds? Ugh. My card puzzle wasn't great. I did take a... I did need a... I didn't take a bit longer to kill Coyote. Yeah. Basically, the things that caused the most time loss were... Two of them were just due to luck. I couldn't control that. I guess my floor 1 was a little slow, but overall, like, the 12 dice roll was pretty nasty. But yes, Metal Gear Solid 3 will happen sometime soon. I'll wear the Santa costume and I'll probably make like some pun about being Santa. Like, I don't know, chokehold a guy, ask him if he's naughty or nice, and then knock him out if he gives me bad advice. But then that would wear thin and then I'd probably stop. Indeed. That reminds me, I have Revengeance. I still need to play that. On Steam. Although I actually have been meaning to go through my, backlog. I've been going through my backlog a bit more. I beat a game earlier. Rakuen, the game. Oh yeah, I'd say I'm a good fan of it. I played the 1 through 3. I know the story and plot to 4, Peace Walker, 4 Bull-Offs. That's a random one. I played Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2, the MSX games, because those were on the Subsistence bonus disc. I own Twin Snakes. Played that a few times. I've managed to avoid spoilers. Some spoilers. Most spoilers. On 5. Somehow. So yes, I'm a good fan of it. Oh, dude, do you know how much I mean, there are ways to play those games, but official re-release would be amazing. Yeah, Kojima, I like Kojima. Kojima has his quirks, let's say that. But he generally does more good than bad in my book. Oh, he did. Oh, there was like an audio drama with Kojima, and Suda51 was actually involved. I actually haven't heard it, presumably because it's one, hard to find, and two, probably entirely in Japanese. Therefore, I would not be able to actually understand it. Dude. Oh, it's not with English subs. Nice. I might actually check it out. Thank you for telling me. Yeah, honestly, I'm going into wrong direction, into Revengeance with the idea that it'll be to a certain extent the No More Heroes 2 of Metal Gear for me. As in, like I don't care for Ninja Raiden. Like I think that it totally misses the point of Raiden's original role. In much the same way No More Heroes 2 kind of messes with Travis's role, but I hear the gameplay is great, so I will enjoy it on those merits. I did kill the other guy, right? Okay, just wanted to make sure. I like the 16. I couldn't remember if I killed the other guy. I actually think I know the plot to Revengeance. I know the final boss, or at least some boss.
You're fucked.
Where he dramatically yells nanomachines. But that could describe many things in Metal Gear, but whatever. I'm gonna play it for its gameplay. Like I said, I don't care for Ninja Raiden as a concept. Two. Press the 2 button. Ninja Gaiden. That's a series I actually want to play, but most of them have, or rather the reboot. You know, the Team Ninja stuff. They're mostly on Xbox. Although there are the PS3 remakes of the first two. But I don't own a PS3, so moot point. I also plan on my next game on my backlog is Psychonauts, which I've owned for years, been meaning to play for years. I've somehow played the other Tim Schafer games that I bought years after or were gifted by kind friends, like Full Throttle, Grim Fandango, all that fun stuff. And yet I haven't played Psychonauts, but I will soon.
Dangerous.
Yeah, cause dude, that's a series I'm so glad I made it to PC. There's making it to PC. But I haven't bought them yet, cause I... Whoa, learn how to alphabet. But yeah, that's like a series that is like, just from what I've seen, it's like 100% my thing. Like everything I've heard is like, this is like Adrian material. Like everybody raves about them. And for good reason. From what I've seen. Four, 5, 6, 7. Dude, 8. Oh. Good luck until then. 8. 9. Darn you! 9. 10. Okay, whatever. But the bacon, I'll take that for what it is. Also, Assassin's Creed is actually another series that I've really wanted to play. I haven't had a console or rig that could run it. Although I think my laptop could probably could at very low settings, I discovered, but that's actually another series I really wanted to play for a while now. And they go on sale pretty often, so hopefully when I get through my backlog, I'm willing to buy more games.
Dangerous.
Yeah, well, there are a million of them now. That also seemed like another game that tickled my fancy. Actually, partially because I played Sands of Time, Prince of Persia. I haven't played anything but the first Sands of Times. I haven't played sequels. I've been meaning to, but that's what appealed to me. I really enjoyed that one game. Note to self: play Prince of Persia. Actually, finish the trilogy. Yeah, I've heard good things about Two Thrones. I hear Warrior Within is trying too hard, but I hear it's has its own merit. Yeah, that actually appealed to me too, but I wanted to play through the Sands of Time trilogy first, obviously. I'll get to them someday.
Dangerous.
I know, video games, right? Actually, part of the reason why I do want to get to my backlog is yeah, basically beginning of next year with Travis Strikes Again, and I might actually be able to get a Switch, like maybe not exactly when it releases, because I try to be responsible with my money, but pretty near when it releases, unless I get really fortunate or something. I've somehow managed to maintain a good budget for the past year, which I'm actually really shocked about. Like, I'm more than breaking even. I actually have money to spare. How is that possible? Anyway. Dragon Mark for Death. I actually have not heard much about that. Took that a little bit slow, but... Huh. Am I not move? Does he move slower, or am I just not moving like far enough? Mega Man Zero. I've actually played. I played the classic series 1 through 9 of Mega Man. I have not played any. I haven't played X. I haven't played Zero. Even though I know they'd probably be games I enjoyed. Again, this is a a moment of a backlog preventing me from wanting to buy other games. I also need to play Devil May Cry. Like, and Kingdom Hearts, I haven't played at all, and that I'm also somewhat interested in. The Tales games, I've only played Symphonia, which I liked. Oh, Split? Slightly late. But, yeah. I liked Symphonia, but not enough to want to play others in the series. I'm also when I buy a Switch, I'm not sure if I should buy a bundle with something, Or just buy the Switch and alone, and then just get Travis Strikes Again. Because the bundle would obviously be more money, but then I'd be getting a game I probably like. It'd either be like the Smash bundle or Pokemon Let's Go. Fair. For the same, that's fair, both of you. We'll see. I'm not quite looking at it yet, but once I feel like I can justify it at the beginning of next year, I'll be like, okay, let's see what bundle I like. Fortnite bundle. I literally have... Okay, the only time I've seen footage of Fortnite was when they announced it for Switch. I know little about Fortnite except that it exists. And that it's an internet joke, but what is an internet joke at this point? Exactly. There's nothing stopping a joke from making millions. Mascot key is 6. That was... This is actually something I need to practice with widescreen. The Joker movie. Let's not talk about the Joker movie.
Dangerous.
Alright, let's not mess up this room.
Dangerous.
On you. Because I got that hit, I kill this guy because he's easy to kill and he gives blood to make up for the healing. Actually, what Switch bundles are there even? Okay, there's a Let's Go bundle, a Smash bundle. They still... Presumably there's another first... There's an Odyssey bundle and a Breath of the Wild bundle. It figured as much.
Dangerous.
Hey Comet, how's it going? Oh, darn it, I always assume the junction there is like
Dangerous.
is right, but it's never right. It's more, it's usually up. Now I can actually get mock dodges. Also, I probably should switch the ring there when I would when I wanted to be masked. Yo, Balso Snow, welcome. I just had a 12 dice roll. The 12 dice roll was the majority of that. There were a few wonky rooms, and then one room that I messed up without even realizing without realizing something was possible. But yeah, it was mostly the 12 dice roll. Dang it, wrong is another there. Really, the most time I can gain in this run will probably be Encounter 2, because I had a dreadful Curtis fight. Ryota the Pigeon was so bad. And then Alter Ego was also bad in my PB. Mind you, I still hopefully need to get good splits everywhere else, but those are the main things that I can... I wouldn't say easily improve on, but can be improved on. Actually, in the case of Encounter 2, it's like I have no choice in the matter. Like, in terms of what caused it was just bad luck. Excuse me. Alter Ego, I might take a bit safely. Excuse me. Got something in my throat. I might take a few bits of Alter Ego safely. But, otherwise, like, this chapter is pretty easy. Sunset, or rather, Encounter 2 is easy. Otherwise, besides the bird being dumb. And Smile is really not too bad at all. It's actually a nice break after Alter Ego.
Adios.
I will insult the bird. He ruined runs. I think I'm gonna do that from now on. Like, I only go for the dodge roll once. Because I sometimes in runs, I will, like, try dodge rolling the mother more than once, and then that's just waste time. If I don't get it once, I just go for the tank.
Dangerous.
That's something I should probably attempt to set up, like, a setup for. Alright, load times are so fast you keep the mock all the way at the end of the room. Although, granted, I mocked slightly late in that room, so probably wasn't due to that. A little far, that's my bad. Too busy focusing on which hotkey. And it's better not to aim there, because the game automatically points you to it even if you're looking away. Which Nigleria found totally by accident during an ESA run. But if you adjust your aim there, you can potentially hit the one of the mice there, which obviously wastes time. Which has happened in runs. So it's just better just to quite literally press R, press A, run. Oh, right. Swap to mouse after this for the targets. Indeed. But I mean, it's still relevant to all parts of life. Is it not? Okay, switch to mouse. Oh, right, you're playing in French. Right. 3, 4, 5. Come on, 4, 5, 6. I'm counting bullets. 7. Eh, above average. Oh, I actually missed the ceramic somehow in my last run. That's right, my PB. I'll let him maybe get a little closer, although it's probably a fluke just due to the way the bullets bounced and where exactly I was shooting him that I missed last time. Because that was the first time I missed the ceramic in a while. This is an easy time save over my PB. It's probably where there's a 10-second difference between my PB and best on the splits there. What did they translate Demon Gun to?
Dangerous.
I guess we'll find out once you get there. This guy's sort of easy to dodge roll there. He's somewhat okay to see. Sometimes I scan him. Well, hopefully they translated it in a cool way. Nope. I've tried dodge rolling them at the same time if you shoot one. I've done it before, but it's not reliable. You're more likely to just die there if you mess it up. It's a pretty important couch. A little bit slow there. But I did get level 3 range because I killed that micro earlier. Otherwise, I normally would just get level 2 range. So, well, I'll take it. Might make Ayami 1 a little bit more reliable, because I've missed the first shot a few times lately. Also, in my head, I was just thinking, man, I can save time on the disc swap, but no, there is no disc swap in this version. Oh, he's gonna say the thing. Hey, thing. I forget what the equivalent line there in the Japanese version is. I can't quite make out what he's saying there, that line. In the garble. A little slow in the aiming there. Whose armor off? Maybe later. Actually, Simna discovered something earlier. Like, apparently, not... So, a lot of the Mithrils, when you shoot off their armor, they run right towards you like a... You know, like a running smile. But apparently, some of them run away from you. Like a camellia would. And some of them, apparently, run away... Or rather, just, you know, keep trudging at you. Like normal. And it's based on what type is underneath. The certain flower smiles with mithril armor will behave differently than regular smiles with mithril armor. Can't remember quite the distinction between them, but yeah, it was a good find by Simna. There's slightly different variants of them. There we go. Feels good to get that. Good split. Alright, so like I said, the most of the time gain I can do is just from the bird, just behaving. Most of my time lost from my PB was from the bird just giving me one of the worst patterns I've had in a while. I still can't get over the fact that I got the best Curtis possible in my JP8 run on GameCube. Yeah. Yeah, I want to test that fight with level 2 range versus level 3 range. Maybe it would be worth it to just kill one extra thing. Because you could probably find a very easy kill. Admittedly, the micro is a little bit of a slow kill. It's just a reliable thing you can kill, but it's a little bit slow. Maybe if I killed the flower smile instead, because that gives me still 3 vials. Like, that's still better. Or rather, that's still a good thing. Like, you don't need that much blood if you accidentally, say, get a hit. Flower smile and rain. Oh, you. By the way, you beat that, right? Did you beat Flower Stone Rain? I feel like you did. Right, and then you were mentioning you had no idea what was going on at the end. Yeah, I'm remembering. The conversation's coming back to me now. Wait, I picked it up. Yeah, why was I surprised there? Yep, good times. Yeah, because of my hesitation there, I couldn't get the quick kill with the Camellia there, but that's not a big deal. That's honestly it's a non-vital thing to happen. Yeah, it's really strange. Well, I actually do understand why they localized Flower, Sun, and Rain first. But it just it does not help. Like the fact that it's this. Whoops, what am I doing? The second installment of sorts. Like there's a direct prequel to it. That's a better way to say it. Does not help it at all. Ooh, a little bit of a funky movement there. I need to practice the menuing here. And like my movements here, it's a little sloppy juggling them. I don't know. Dude, imagine if they did a switch port of the silver case, that would be bonkers. Oh my gosh, you know how much I would love for that to happen? That would be an incredible leak to find. For all we know, it's floating around on the internet. Clearly, just the kill the past, the lost set on Switch. That's what we need. Yeah, exactly. Most of Flowers and Rain stands alone. It's just in the American localization, due to the fact that I guess I should say Western localization. That's more accurate. They scrubbed out all of the, well, not all of them, but in the first half of the game, there were originally more references, Kill the Past references to the Silver Case, but they scrubbed those out in the Western localization until the very end, where there's no way you can scrub out like the relationship to the Silver Case. I think Damo was mentioning like he played the Silver Case before Flower Sun and Rain, and he was like, man, like he was like, you know, there's not too many references, but man, when they hit the references, they hit you hard.
Dangerous.
Which it depends on, you know, whether you like it to be a surprise or not. DS feeling is good. Yeah, I've seen some stuff about the European release. Also, thank you so much, Future Mouth, for the 25 bits. Much appreciated. How are you? I seriously can't tell if my aim is really good right now, or if the range is doing work. Because I have level 3 range, as opposed to level 2 like I normally would on normal. Oh, what was it? It was Ro on a Twitter, which some of you may know and or follow, who pointed out that okay, without spoiling it, there's a pivotal scene at the very end, but he's referencing the fact that one of the characters was gay, and they say it explicitly in the European release, but at the very end they say they use euphemism, so it's like, oh, he was batting for the other team, or something like that. But to be honest, though, I think that line is ironically a little bit more flavorful. So, your mileage may vary. Yeah. I understand why they did that. Like, there's obviously less to translate, less to localize. And, that was like 2005, 2006. And it probably had a little bit more marketability than the Silver Case then. As like a, you know, more of a Twin Peaks adventure style sort of game. Puzzly sort of game. Which is why I get why they would release Flower, Sun, and Rain first, but it's no matter what, it's just, you need the Silver Case. You need that backing to fully understand it. But I don't know, there's something to be said about being dropped into that universe essentially partway through. Dude, I still haven't played Danganronpa. That's yet another series that I need to play.
Dangerous.
And apparently there are like a ton of like syndrome references and stuff like that, Kill the Past stuff, so yeah. Yeah, the localization, like I know nothing of Japanese. I'm speaking as someone who just has the script in front of me, and from what I've seen from others, the localization is a little dry. but I'm not sure if that's necessarily a source material thing entire. Like I think it's like a mix of maybe source material being a little dry, and the localization being also a little bit dry, because there were localization errors even in 25th Ward too. But I mean, yeah, it's like, yeah. What can you do? Those are all. You stop saying games I need to play. I've heard of like at least 2 of those games. It's something actually we've been we've been thinking about the runners, because I switched to ring there, and we were thinking, okay, is it faster to switch a ring, get out of the menu, use a hotkey, or if you're already in the menu, you should just go straight to the character change. So it's not necessarily something we really know is faster. I kind of fumbled there, admittedly. But it's something we're still trying to work out. Like if you get really sharp menus, only if you need to switch a ring though, because there is no ring hotkey. Oh no, now you're talking about games I haven't played. Okay, so I can gain a lot of time just from the bird behaving, which is dumb. First round is basically always fast. Ooh, nice. Ryota likes me today. That's merely a nickname, that's not the bird's actual name. I don't want to confuse anybody thinking that's the real name of the bird. Well, this fight's already better than the one I had in my previous run, so... What is... No. Wow. Nope, final phases. Not great. I was saying, whoa, no, this will be a great split, but not quite perfect, but... This will be a good split regardless. The final phase, though, she's being bad. I hate you. Yeah, it is a really nice detail, like, literally, like, totally still. It practically will be like a 2D image without realizing it. If someone just looked. Okay, that final phase is bad, but that was definitely a better Curtis than my PB, by far. And if you look at the splits now, you can see my PB for Alter Ego is a 1540, and my best is a just under 15. So I can save a lot of time here. So I'm gonna take a few bits a bit on the safe side. Basically, the bits that I messed up in my run with my race with Simna, I'm gonna take them a little bit safely. Admittedly, though, well, I shouldn't make an excuse. Oh, I was tired. I was simply not playing well, but I'm in a better state of mind and just better state just in general. I'm not thinking of the right words. Because he streams a little later due to his schedule, so naturally I matched it, but it's in turn later than when I would normally stream, so... Yeah. And I was also just making a lot of mistakes too. So. Who are they? Oh, we didn't get the beginning of the cutscene. Okay, I know the mistakes I made last time. Let's not make those mistakes this time. Oh, dang it! Why do I think the instant and enter there is up? It's up left, up left. Why do I think there's like an up left, up right? Kill him in secrecy. Well, if you say so. Dan too strong, can't hit the critical spot the guy. Okay, the reason why I go for the I wanted the critical shot in the first smile, didn't work out, but the reason why I go for the critical kill here is because it starts a combo going, which will give me potentially a little bit more thin blood to work with, which is nice in case I make a mistake. The combo is not a big deal in the run. Like, we didn't even know about it or realize it until years after we already done a few runs of this. Like, it was only like last year, maybe, that we realized that the combo for Thin Blood is actually, like, it can't affect the run in very select circumstances. And here's one instance where I decide to not to use it. It's optional, but I feel like it's worthwhile, just for the sake of potentially getting more blood. Because this chapter is pretty dangerous.
Fuck you. Dangerous. Fuck you.
Okay, I didn't get the kill on him. He didn't kill himself, but I got more blood for him, so I actually have a lot of blood now. This is actually pretty nice. As a matter of fact, I was going to do a safe strat here, but since I have so much blood...
Dangerous.
You also have so much blood, oh you. Okay, I took this safer. Whoops. Okay, that was a little bit of a slow room, but this is infinitely better than the dreadful one to my PB. This is already an infinitely better alter ego.
Fuck you.
Are there any other games that... Wait, I did get the color sample there, right? Back there. I'm doubting myself because I was doing so well. I have to put that in my head. I'm pretty sure I got everything though. Not even gonna check the map. I'm gonna trust myself that I got all of the. Oh, it's faster to mock there, isn't it? I have recordings for that. I need to double check. Hey Mithra, bye Mithra. I think I'm in the right position. I've been messing this up lately. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, not nice. Note self, practice this room too. I mentioned it earlier, but I think I want to do, after this, if this is PBs, I want to do a few more practice streams of this game. Or maybe one or two. I probably don't need too much of it, but just to tighten up things. Darn it, dude. Dude, shouldn't... Maybe I should just run into the spirals there. I'm actually considering, because I don't need Dane for anything else really after this, except for the not duplicator. But even then, like I could potentially heal with the hotkey, waste no time. This is a really nice alter ego.
Dangerous.
I'm gonna gain, I think, a good chunk of time, assuming the rest of this chapter doesn't go poorly.
Dangerous. Dangerous.
Never know the hands. This is true. It's always really close. It's always 4 kills, 3 to me.
Dangerous.
Oh, Bike Tyson, welcome. Yeah, it's a fun game of speedrun. It's not the hardest speedrun, but it's not the easiest speedrun. There's a good amount of tech to it. Especially for an on-rails game. And there's a small but respectable community for it.
Dangerous.
Oh, well, that's true. I mean, it's a different appeal, though. Like, part of the reason why I started, like, the first thing, one of the first challenges I did was a pacifist run. Years ago, like, we're talking, like, half a decade ago, if not longer at this point. Because I wanted to play more of this game. But I wasn't ready for speedrunning then, even though I knew about speedrunning. But that taught me a lot of how this game works, so... So even if I don't see the cutscenes naturally, you know, I still enjoy the game, just experiencing it in some capacity. Okay, so the setup here. Darn me. I pressed the wrong hotkey, so I decided to just cheat and go to the menu. Setup here is a little strange. Oh, yes, that was a little slow setup, but I got that. I really need to practice this, too. That room is weird on PC. Not necessarily that it's different, it's just I'm not used to it. I have to use a totally different cue compared to what I'm used to, because I'm basing my position there off of the table to the side, but because I'm playing in widescreen, as opposed to 4x3, I have to use a different cue, obviously.
First matchup, Harmon Smith versus Handsome Red. Hajime!
Hajime intensifies.
Next matchup, Con Smith versus Handsome White Pearl. Hajime! Our third matchup is Coyote Smith versus Handsome Gold. Hajime! You're fucked. Fourth matchup, Coyote Smith versus Handsome Light Brown. Hajime!
Did anybody know about the weak spots? Like, is that common information that one could find out on their own? Like, Dan kills the guy in one headshot, but that seems like an obvious thing to aim, especially for Dan.
Kevin Smith versus Handsome Dead. Hajime! Sixth matchup, Dan Smith versus Handsome Blue. Hajime!
Well, that was embarrassing.
Seventh matchup, Mask Smith versus Handsome Purple.
Oh, this is gonna be such a good split. It will be a gold? Close. If it's not a gold, it'll be close.
They know who's the strongest.
Final matchup.
Yeah, Mask just can't develop the power out of nowhere to defeat a guy. That's just unfair. Oh yeah, this is totally a gold. Oh, that's delicious. Unaltered OU. I love how you don't. I didn't even have to like aim to put the reticle. I just was mashing. Okay, smile is really easy. It's actually a nice break after Alter Ego, which is rather difficult. I was actually thinking of running. The last time I streamed was Wednesday. I was actually thinking of doing maybe 2 Killer7 runs on a Friday, but obviously it didn't happen. Hey Edo, bye Edo. But I do want one day to do 2 runs of this back to back, because since it's, you know, not even 2.5 hours now, it's a pretty good length to do 2 runs back to back. Yep, that's Edo. Edo McAllister. A guy you would not realize the significance of until Flower, Sun, and Rain. Like that seriously, that scene went from okay, that's a guy, like a, you know, acknowledgement, like okay, that's a cameo from a guy from the other game, to legitimately being one of my favorite scenes in the game. Like the Edo cameo here is like a perfect little synthesis of Flower, Sun, and Rain in one scene. Well, he has 2 scenes, but both the scenes are just so sweet once you realize what's going on there. Indeed. You are our savior, Mr. Smith. I kind of wonder though how many people in the West knew that guy was Edo McAllister. Like when the game first released, I mean. Like you'd have to be already familiar with Suda's work a good bit by then to get that reference. I need to switch to Fire Ring, which I will do. Probably when I have to switch to Kevin.
They know who's the strongest.
Okay, so I'm gonna go into the menu, and then I'm gonna go into the menu to switch to Kevin and see if I can not botch it. For a second there, I was wondering what ring I had to choose to. Yeah, a lot of people assume, like, you know, it's Kevin, like, every single time the bellhop appears, but nope. It's only Kevin when we see the death scene. He's in disguise as Edo. Yeah, oh you. I always found it weird that those guys went down. Although it could be because I always walk up a little while they're already coming down. Like I trigger them while I'm visible, and then by going invisible, they're just finishing that motion. Nice aim. Hey, this chapter is pretty simple. The hardest part is actually just the timer smile. Which admittedly can be a bit hard, but I at least managed to nail. Most of the time. Honestly, what I want is for Suda to release a game with maybe his normal aesthetics, but he doesn't say it's in the Killer7 universe until like there's either a reveal at the very end or like there are just scattered details that allude to it but never actually like hit your face. Like basically what Flower, Sun, and Rain did. Although debatably you could say No More Heroes already is that equivalent, though. Although to a significantly lesser extent. Handsome and Brawler. Would be something. True. Mind you, I've avoided any of the recent trailers, so I know little about it, besides what I've soaked in from just naturally what people say on Twitter. I don't have them blocked, I don't have TSA blocked on Twitter, I'm just not going out of my way to look at it. I know it has co-op, and I've already said that, and somewhere on the internet, that I would do a 2-controller, 1-player run. Assuming I can use a Joy-Con, 1 per hand, to do so. I did see like parts of the trailer a while back. I think I saw some of the Fury bits. Yeah, I'm not, at this point I'm not going in completely blind, because I obviously, like, I soaked in some information. I at least watched the debut trailer. But I'm gonna go in, semi-blind, you could say. Aim was a little wonky there, but otherwise, good fight. Hey, if a game looks like Fury, that's okay with me. Also, there are Fury shirts. Oh, sorry, spoilers. Well, maybe people already knew that, but... There's a Hatoful Boyfriend shirt. It's official. It's a thing. I might actually choose that. Yeah, this is about what I expected. The timer smile was a little bit off. I was happy to see the Choice Revisions shirt. They made the Bit Trip Runner series, or rather the Bit Trip series. I feel like I'm almost obliged to do the Hatoful Boyfriend shirt. Yeah, that's kind of how I am with things in general. Like, I'll watch the first... I'll watch, like, announcement trailers, and maybe 1 or 2 other trailers down the line, but after that, I either, you know, block the terms on Twitter or something, or I just go out of my way. Or rather, I don't, you know, go out of my way to watch it, but if I soak stuff in from Twitter, well, you know, it is what it is. Dude. Really poor aim today on this section. Although really, I'm not tuned in much into modern gaming. Oh, I didn't expect to get that, so... So if a game tickles my fancy, we'll see. Oh, darn you. Oh, my aim is suddenly slow. Yeah, that's true too. A little bit slow there. Yeah, this is a bit of a slow smile too. So far.
They know who's the strongest.
Almost did the hotkey to Dan. Then I remembered it's not quite fast. Although that's something I also need to retime due to the faster load times. So I don't think this will be a gold Smile 2. Because the chapter is so easy, that means if I mess up, it's just very easy to lose, to, you know, not gold or PB. As opposed to, say, a harder chapter like Alter Ego, where, you know, I'm always, worried about certain sections will be good because they're harder. I might take a slower strat one day and a faster strat another day on specific spots. So, well, as I mean, I'm hoping they don't do that dumb thing in No More Heroes 1, where like you're technically fighting 25 assassins at once, but no, you're actually fighting one assassin and they turn to a robot, and you go through the ranks.
Nos vemos. Adios.
Faster than you would want. Oh, I remembered. In my PB, I accidentally went to the Harmon room because I hit the wrong instant enter. That's time save, like right there. Yeah, yeah. It's a joke, but it would have been nice to fight them. Although, since I did have to cut down Henry's levels and stuff, they probably did intend for you to fight them at some point. Yeah, yeah, they did intend more. They did intend for more for Henry stuff. I don't know the exact specifics, but I'm assuming. If nothing else, take what I'm saying as an assumption, and I mean, it would seem weird that they would only include one, like Henry for one level. If nothing else, I'm going to assume that they intended for more. Then you can look up, you know, if they actually did intend for more. It's actually elbow. It's actually funny, like, Henry is like, you can actually tell that Henry is unfinished. Because if you look at his animations, you realize, like, he's missing a few. Who knows? More information is always good. It'll probably add more fire to the fuel when it comes to discussions of No More Heroes 1 and 2 port to Switch. Oh, and here's where I have to switch to mouse and hope that I don't... I'm still getting used to putting in the terminal passwords here with the mouse. It's kind of weird. What? Can I not spell today? Yeah, this is so awkward. I can't describe how awkward it is to use a keyboard with a mouse. Yeah, that'd be nice. This is technically faster than using the analog stick, but it's still just all sorts of awkward. Oh, well, that was correct. I thought I hit the 6. That was okay. I messed up one. It's also a good thing I have the passwords memorized. Otherwise, you know, I have this could be even slower with the you know, the without analog stick, without that muscle memory. But overall, this was your average Smile 2. Some wonky aim at actually throughout this chapter, but I mean, I didn't enter a Harmon room, so automatically better than my PB in that regard. Well, I mean, most of what Hulbert says is gold. Like, the way he says incredible when he's talking about Amir is like, it's great. If I was the kind of person to have alerts, I would have incredible as an alert, but I'm never going to have stream alerts as long as I live. So there's that, also that. Direct Nightmare is also another thing that if you're not quite sharp on your aim, you can lose time on, but ultimately, as long as you're not flailing too badly, you really won't lose that much time. Also, I really need a bathroom break, but everybody dies so quickly, I'm not going to risk it here. It's not urgent, but I'll just wait for the credits. I'll wait for him to go around. It's 4 shots minimum. I wasn't feeling good about my aim, so I waited on that last one. We're, we're fine people, of course. Maybe we just gave them a bad reputation, but they're deeply good people. Awkward gurgle sounds intensify. There's also Dimitri Nightmare, which we know nothing about except for the fact that he exists, and that he hands Harmon his hat, which I guess is important. Because, you know, it's a stylish hat. And I respect a man who wears a good hat. Not too many people wear hats in day-to-day life. Yeah, losing a bit of time. My aim was not great at the beginning of this chapter.
Son of a bitch.
Whoops. It's always awkward to get that last hit. Okay, so a little bit of time lost, but yeah, this was a little bit of a sloppy smile, too. Oh, that would be... Well, if you got the golden gun, that'd be nice. Actually, one thing has been at least spoken about, maybe jokingly. An enemy randomized for this game might actually work. Nope. I don't think you can. I mean, I might try. I'm pretty sure, because they don't lunge in the same way regular smiles do. Alright, and so this is going to be a really nice PB. And in turn, world record that Simna will probably beat tomorrow when he normally streams this game. The one thing I'm actually glad about PC Killer 7 is because Simna could only run the GameCube version on emulator. Like, we're on a separate, like, it's separated between console and emulator, which is really unfortunate, because, you know, I mean, he's great at the game, but we can't quite directly compare it before that. We can make assumptions based on his load times, but since we're, you know, both on PC now, we can directly compare, so it feels nice. Also, I mentioned this before, but for those who don't know, at the very end of this chapter, there are credits. There are the regular credits, and then you have credits that play right after that thanks the staff that worked on remastering this game or porting it to PC. Now that takes time, obviously. However, the load times are so fast in this chapter that even with the additional credits at the very end, the PC version is still faster on this chapter compared to the console version, even though the console version does not have that extra set of credits. It's pretty funny. It's not that much faster. I think it's like 10 seconds? Give or take a few? Yeah, I mean, this is a great chapter narratively, but in the speedrun, it's... yeah. At least the extra load times make it okay, but in turn, the extra credits almost balance it out. But what can you do? Gotta thank the people who made the game and who also remastered it. You must be the one they call the Bloody Heartland. I mean, there's a lot to digest. Also, I need to get a better pillow because playing this game on, well, lying in bed and having my back against the pillow and the board against it is actually kind of painful after a bit. Don't enter the Harmon room. Hey, didn't enter the Harmon room. Well, I always considered it a mixed... Okay, so you know the way the game... Initially, you might have the question, oh, okay, is it one guy with separate personalities or 7 different people. And it's basically, from the way I've come to understand it, it's basically a mixture of both. The one guy using separate personalities that were previously actual people for this. Like it's multi-foliate personality disorder, a slightly different variant on a dissociative identity disorder, where he can physically manifest specific people. Anyway, bathroom break, because I need one. Oh, and I need to walk out.
No, it wasn't me. It can't be. It's all a misunderstanding.
Oh, well, okay. Yep, and there's more than one Harmon. It's complicated. Okay. Harmon Delta Head. Also, that random question: how did the stream look? Because there's a lower resolution with this lower bitrate? The image was probably a little bit softer, a little bit blurrier, but there's also probably less pixelation. Pixelation. What is the correct word? Pixelation. That's probably the correct word. Words are hard, man. And anyway, I'm local recording this at 720p at a higher quality, so at least YouTube gets a good quality stream. At least somebody in the world will get to see this in 720p smoothness. Indeed. I mean, that's better than what the beta tester of the 25th Ward got. Didn't even get mentioned in the credits. Unless they patch that. Alright, so. Save or kill Japan. Okay, we got one kill. Some of best is looking nice. Sub 211 is possible. There we go, the pass OU. Obviously kill the pass in that one. We got one for Kill Japan, so. Though if I ever did the full game in a live marathon, I probably would not mention. I probably wouldn't tell viewers at home to say kill or save Japan, because then, yeah, that'd just look awkward on a large stream like that. How did I miss? That's time wasted. Did I shoot too early? Oh well. That's knowledge for future runs of what not to do. And that's why I normally just tank it, but it's technically faster. I tested a while back, might need to retime that. It's faster to kill that one that I tried to kill by like frames. Okay, well, only one person voted, so I guess we're killing Japan. Oh, dude, learn how to instant enter. I was like I was too far to the left. And it's really just more of a closer to straight up. Alright, well, I guess we're killing Japan. Yep, democracy at its finest. One person votes. There you go. Yep. It's just there, so you know it happens, even though we skip all the cutscenes. Okay, we just kill Tingle really quickly. Sorry, I was looking for a raid target. We'll probably just host lane. But overall, very solid run. Alter Ego was great. The dice roll was bad. Probably gonna lose a bit of time here due to that failed shot. Heck yes.
You're awake from your nightmare.
Ultima, welcome. Thanks for the wahoo.
The world won't change. All it does is turn. Now, let's dance.
Yeah, this was a very solid run. Very happy about it. The second half, like, I guess Smile, it was a little weak today, but Alter Ego more than made up for that, and well, Sunset 2 dice roll, Sunset 2 dice roll. The rest of the chapter was okay, but nothing I can do about it. So I'll probably do some practice stream sometime in the near future. Maybe a deadly run, use that as practice. To tighten up some things, try out some strats maybe we haven't implemented yet. And just to clean up some stuff, but overall, I'm really happy about this run.